a favor. When you get to that chorus, I don't necessarily want that hi-hat to be going crazy, though.
Oh, just keep it there.
Yeah, so kind of lighten it up. I know you got heavy hands, bro. All right, one more time from the jump. Here we go.
I'm Oak Felder, and I'm a record producer. Also a 400-pound, 6'5" black Turk with a mohawk. Growing up, I knew my way around the studio, and I knew how to play piano, and I knew about music, and I loved music, and did it basically as a hobby. It was never anything I ever thought was going to be like a real thing. It's such a casual process, creativity, right? It's intense yet casual. I don't know. It's a weird like dichotomy of things.
One more time. Same pattern, no hi-hat. So boom, clap, boom, boom, clap. Yeah, exactly.
Then we. That's right. Exactly.
Beyond all of the other things that we have to do as a producer, like vocal production and mixing and all that other technical stuff, what really defines us are the sounds we use.
But you were doing like this accent thing with the hi-hat. Like just randomly. And I'm wondering whether or not the fill should be a little more complex the second time. Keep the rim shot in the verses.
Yeah.
The light snare. Maybe gaga, 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 like a little bit more out. And with the crash into the verse. Yeah, I like the crash going into the verse, yeah. Let's try it, here we go. 1, 2, 3, hey!
The sounds you collect are like experiences. And just like experiences, those sounds make up the personality of your music. I really believe that.
Yeah, that felt like the one. You were showing off a little bit towards the end of that. Just a tad bit. Bro, that was a fantastic take, man. That is exactly right, brother. I love that. That's fire.
You know what the cool thing is about having all of my sounds right here, right now, is that we're on our way to wherever we're on our way to. And in the blink of an eye, an opportunity might arise. I might get a phone call from an artist that says, hey, I'm over at such and such studio. Can you come by? And guess what? Now that I have everything with me, yes, I can.
While we stayed up, trying to get even, you ignore my heart. What's your reason?
You know what, man? I think a producer's job is to be a mirror for the artist. I'm supposed to reflect back what I get from them.
Yeah, that's what it was. Right. Yeah, that's fire. I love that.
I'm really fast in the studio. And I think the reason for that is because artists walk through the door sort of with their ideas in place. And you got to play catch up as a creative, as a producer. And you got to get right to where they are as quickly as you possibly can. The only thing that limits me is the technology that I'm using in that moment. And I need to work as fast as I know I can work, and as fast as the artist and the writer's expectation is, so that we can catch lightning in a bottle, because you got to be fast to catch lightning in a bottle.
Yeah, just give me a freestyle. I mean, but keep in mind what is there.
Yeah.
And kind of play off of that just a little bit. Right? So it's like, but I think it hits on the fourth one, right?
All right, for sure.
All right, let's try it. Here it comes. 1, 2.
How we stay at all.
Yeah, that's it.
Trying to get even.
Woo!
You ignore my heart. What's your reason? Summer feel like fall. What's our season?
Back in the day, there was the idea that you had as a creative, right? And then the end result was having everybody else experience that idea. But in between, you had this thick layer of basically non-access. If you weren't somebody who could go in and spend $2,000 a day renting out a major recording studio. And now, just like the technology, that layer it has shrunk.
I love that, bro. That's fire.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Let me do a quick edit right fast. I think I want to fly this. Here we go. Project.
You would know my heart. What's your reason?
I want the 18-year-old kid to hear a production that I did and say, I can beat that. You know why? Because they're eventually gonna make something better. And when they do, it's gonna galvanize me to say, I can beat that. I think that it's important for all of us to have that kick in the butt. But how unfair is it that you have this amazing 18-year-old kid that might have a crazy idea, but they can't get it out. They can't have it fully realized the way that it's supposed to be realized. Technology gives them the capability to potentially make something better than I would make. And that's important.